Hey folks, welcome to Fresh Produce. I'm Pete from BTI. It's that time of year. We've got to talk about some gift ideas, some stocking stuffers, something like that. So let's get right into it. Most of these items are going to be kind of new, but I also just want to give you some ideas if you're struggling for that cyclist in your life, maybe even just adding a few parts to the shop shelves, to the counter displays, so that your shoppers can get last minute gift ideas as well. Most of these are going to fit sort of small inside a stocking, but they also could be used for a variety of different things. So let's get into it. There's a whole category of ways to hide an Apple AirTag on your bike. So this is just a mount that sits underneath a water bottle cage, and this thing will be hidden. Our bikes are super expensive, so it makes sense to have this as a little add-on sale if you're out with an expensive bike. You sure would hate for it to get stolen, but if it does get stolen, this is a great way to recover it. So we've got a bunch of different options. Granite Gear makes some, Elevation Labs. Here's even a Lezyne bottle cage with an AirTag stash right in the back, so really well hidden. I think anybody who's got a nice bike in the garage should consider something like this. We sure never hope they get stolen, but it'd be a nice way to recover if they do. Speaking of, whole new category of locks. We've talked about these a little bit on the show before, but we've got a couple of different versions here. The new one, the Squire strap lock combo edition. Another thing I think just every cyclist should have hanging around, whether it's in the back of the car or in your jersey, so that when you make a quick stop, you can zip tie basically your bike and will just deter thieves a little bit longer. Of course, these are no replacement for a heavy duty lock if you're leaving your bike for a long time, but for a quick stop, a really nice addition, really inexpensive, and I think would be a great thing to toss in any stocking out there. All right, a couple of other pieces I pulled out. Here is an SP Connect phone mount for your handlebars that's super versatile. It fits just about every phone out there. So if you're buying this for a gift, you don't really have to know exactly what model phone they've got. You're not replacing their case. People have their case preferences. So this is just a clamp that squeezes the phone from the side. It's really nice and secure. And then it also comes with the phone or with the mounting accessory so that you can put this on the handlebar and get that phone nicely secured to your bike. So if not all cyclists want to ride with their phone on all the time, this is really easy to remove as well. So a really good safe gift, I think, and a really cool option. If you're lucky enough to have a new e-bike under your tree or in the garage already this time of year, a really cool little add-on would be the Muc-Off Drivetrain tool for e-bike. What makes a tool for e-bike? Great question. It's could be pretty silly, but this one has some kind of innovative pieces going on. It's just a basic case with bits inside that magnet in there, so these are going to fit your chainring bolts. But the idea is you pop one of these out, put it in the end of the tool, and so normally when us non-e-bikers lube our chain, you just backpedal the crank and rotate the chain while you're dripping lube on. Doesn't work so well on an e-bike where the crank is disconnected from the chainring. So this is a pretty cool idea. You can just drop this into one of your chainring bolts and backpedal, and the crank is going to hit this soft rubber section of the tool and start moving the chain around. So just a unique little piece that applies just to e-bikers really well, and the setup there. But I think it's a really great gift idea as well. Got some Muc-Off Drivetrain tool. We've got another couple Muc-Off items here, but this one applies to just all riders. Most folks already have this, but probably could use an update. Seals wear out. Really would be nice for everybody to receive a new CO2 kit in their stocking. This one from Muc-Off comes with a couple of cartridges, and it has a push button activation on the back. I really like that, so I can control the air pressure, make sure you're ready before it starts releasing. It's the worst when a can gets released before you are ready for it. Another option right up that same line is the Peaty's Holeshot. This is a pretty unique tool because they designed it to be a straight line from the cartridge all the way right into the valve. That little bend you wouldn't think makes a difference, but they found it does increase the speed of discharging your CO2, meaning you get more out of your can, first of all, and more likely to pop a bead onto a rim if you're running tubeless. So just well thought out. This one you start and stop by just pressing. It's a spring activation. So again, you can thread it onto the canister. It won't release until you're ready and are actually pushing it down. So yeah, that's a pretty cool little innovation from Peaty's. All right, we've got a ton of multi-tools in the catalog, but this is always a great one for a stocking stuffer, whether you're a new rider or just need a little refresh. Having an extra one around is never a bad thing too. I always have one in the trunk of the car so that you can make a repair if you're caught without your normal kit. All right, last couple things to throw in here. We've got a whole bunch of new Cinelli cycling caps, tons of new logos. Your old one's salty and nasty. Give that thing a replacement. Not to mention the Sixer from Mountainsmith, just a nice cooler. Could be a great lunchbox, but if you like to hang out at the trailhead after your ride, fill that thing up with refreshments, you're ready to roll. All right, hope I gave you some ideas, both for the shoppers out there and for the shops that might want to add a couple of items to the shop counter for those last minute gift ideas. Thanks for watching. If you would like to try any of the items you've seen on today's show, make sure you ask at your local bike shop and tell them BTI sent you.